Welcome to All Good Things in All Good Time. I am your host, Craig Hamilton Bradley, coming to you live from the Oakland International Airport, where if you don't know it, they close. They close every day at 11 o'clock. Got to keep this thing going. They close at 11 o'clock till 6 a.m. in the morning. So, for the third time in my life, I am sleeping or spending the evening at the car rental agency spot. So, I thought I'd talk story with you guys. This is the beginning of another crazy adventure. Thank God for legal marijuana. All right. Thing is, your pain's going to be less if you're going to be somewhere all night long in an uncomfortable place. If you got a little weed to smoke. Anyway, it's a good day to be alive. Let's start right there. Let's point out the obvious. Great day to be alive. Man, so much going on this adventure and in the world and in my crazy little life. But so I'm going to drive across the United States and I'm going to make videos of interesting things, hopefully. I'm hopefully going to learn a few new things about our beautiful country and a few new places. I have very ambitious goals of doing basically what will probably be like nearly 10,000 miles, right? So I'm going to get my money's worth out of this rental car, that's for sure. I look forward to showing you the places I already know to show you, but there's going to be some cool places. I'm going to go to one place I've never been is Waco, Texas. Young people don't even know about David Koresh and the whole thing that happened in the 90s, but young people often know of Waco because a surf ranch there, a man-made surf place. I think I might stop there. We'll see if it's the right time of day. There's a bunch of open mic stand-up comedy in Texas between Austin, Waco, San Antonio, Dallas, Fort Worth. There's just a lot. So maybe I'll be able to get on stage somewhere. As soon as I get this car, and the first thing in the morning, if you don't know the San Francisco Bay Area, traffic patterns being what they are, at 6 a.m. I am going to hit the road, get out of here before the car. There'll be a bunch of commute traffic going into San Francisco. I'll be going the opposite direction, heading for the Sierras, trying and down to the extraterrestrial highway, one of the roads I've never been on. And wouldn't it be cool to see some aliens? Oh my God, it'd be so cool. I've never seen any aliens. So I'm gonna drive the extraterrestrial highway, and that's gonna be special. And what else? Oh, by the way, thank you for watching my channel, and it's gonna get better eventually, I promise. I'm going back to school. I'm an old guy going back to school, and I'm gonna be studying the things that are gonna help me make my channel better. They've got this creative media 2-year Associate of Arts degree, so that's what I'm gonna. So I'm gonna take an intro to digital photography, Photoshop, some kind of information age, tools of the information age. I don't know what that's about, but I'm sure it'll help me. And then an English class, I think, called Finding Your Story, which, I'm working on right here with you guys, trying to find my story. So should be fun. So yeah, I'm gonna try to maybe drive. I mean, I could cut the whole Texas thing out of this. This is the one thing I might change in this adventure. But I'm definitely going to try to I'm going to go over the Sierra Mountains to like just past Reno, and then start heading south, and then go down the extraterrestrial highway, and then go to Vegas. If the timing's right, I'll linger there. There is some place to do open mic comedy almost every night of the week in Vegas. So maybe we'll give it the old college try there. If it's meant to be. And then get on the road and start heading towards, basically, I'm heading towards Durango and then Pagosa Springs, because I really love Pagosa Springs. I want to swim in that river and bathe in those hot springs. And I will take the camera there. It will be fun. So, I was thinking about like stopping in Marin, maybe going for a swim or a hike before I get going, but I am just gonna get on the highway and start making some space. I gotta get to the East Coast, pick up my daughter. I'm gonna take her up to Maine. I'm gonna show you some cool stuff in Maine, my 3 favorite places, unless I find a 4th, and bring my daughter there. And it's just gonna be peaceful and serene and fun and quiet. And I'm going to go to the end of the Appalachian Trail. There's a park, Baxter State Park, and right before the entrance to the park is this amazing pond called Toad Pond. And I'm hoping that we'll just spend several days there, because it's just amazing. Anyway, and it's free. Best things in life are often free. So, like spending time with my daughter. So that's gonna be cool. And then I'm gonna drive back. Maybe try to go back through Chicago on a higher road, or go a little further south and go 70 maybe through which actually works with Chicago, through Denver. Maybe try to do some open mic there, or Chicago, Vegas, Texas. We'll see. You never know. It's pretty ugly. The whole world of open mic comedy is an ugly world of things you'd rather not hear a lot of the time, things you can't unhear. And all the while, all of us open mic comedian people, we all think we're going to get a Netflix special someday. And none of us really are, but I'm still gonna go with that. I'm gonna dream, So let's see. I might go to the NFL Hall of Fame. I might go to 2 places that are on YouTube: Maple Motors, the Hot Rods, and Gas Station Adventures, because that's kind of on the route. So pretty much is. So. That's what I know about, but there's going to be a lot of stuff that I don't know about that I'm going to learn. I'm going to try to find places to swim, during the day. I wonder about, because I think I'm going to go by both of the big dams and lakes, Lake Powell and Lake Mead, and I think you can swim in them, yeah? So, all right, some family just came in here. I'll try to spare them by talking to myself. Talking to my camera. But yeah, anyway. I really don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to just keep doing it anyway. Keep making videos of different things. I'll probably try to do a open mic comedy live again, broadcasting live, which I think will be pretty fun. I'm going to keep doing that. But I might also try to get someone in the audience or whatever to hold the camera on me and get like a normal looking video. And then have that, maybe post that too. So if you go to San Francisco Airport, car rental agencies are open all night long. You can rent your car, show up late, no problem. In Oakland, closes at 11. And they have flights that come in at 11. plenty of them. And right now, I guess there's a hurricane, according to everybody at the luggage terminal. And that hurricane in Florida is holding people up because they can't fly back there, and so they're all stuck here. And it was a little bit chaotic. So I'm gonna try to eat healthy on this road trip. Try to go to Costco's if I can to try to save money on food and on everything. I'm also gonna try to fast. Right? What a great time to fast when you're on a road trip, right? Because first of all the food is suspect, and then second, it's all too expensive. So you can get healthy, save money, lose a little weight by fasting at the beginning of a road trip. So I did that last time. My last trip, I came back 7 pounds lighter, which was cool. And I've been swimming. I've continued to swim. So I brought my paddles that are like, makes your hands super big. And I look forward to swimming across the country, as many places as possible. So, oh man, and how interesting is the political scene out there? My goodness, it's fun to see people saying someone else's name. You know, they're saying Kamala. Kamala, that's the word you're hearing. You're not hearing the other crappy word that is, Orange Lucifer's. Oh, God, that guy. He sure is Ziklag Balchinian. Sure is. He sure is sucking wind. He's falling on his face. Or, since he's a Balchinian, he's falling on his balls. Oh, my goodness. Oh, so I wrote it on my last video, but of course, women and so on have been having conversations for years and years and years. Which president do you find most attractive? Which president would you like to fool around with, right? Who's your favorite PILF? Well, now that we've got an attractive woman headed for the White House, I expect you will hear this expression, PILF, president I'd like to fool around with. And, it's just an inevitable. So I just wanted you to hear it first here so it won't be so shocking next time. But gee whiz, she's not just smart as a whip, but she's a beautiful human being as well. So God bless her. And it is fun seeing our country turning around. Maybe there's hope. There's all these doomsday sayers, aliens that have come back and been interviewed. If you haven't seen that, alien interview number 1 will blow your mind. And then there's that Baba Vanga lady with her dire predictions about this time and whatnot. Anyway, in all these scenarios, though, where we get, these whatever you want to call them. I mean, I don't know. It all seems a little crazy, but it just seems also plausible. So, but if humanity does the right stuff, doesn't get sucked into the stupid stuff that religions do that could cause World War III, and then super artificial intelligence that could also wipe out humanity. So if we can just prevent artificial intelligence and all the dumb religiously motivated people who are in politics and who don't belong in politics, if we can just get them out, get sensible, rational, intelligent people leading countries for the sake of making and better lives, improving the quality of people's lives, protecting people's lives, then we got hope. And so, but no It would only take a couple of bad big bombs to pollute the whole planet and start wiping all of us out. And, you know, there are some unstable people running some countries that have these kinds of weapons, so it's a little bit unnerving. Anyway, all the more reason to try to be funny. I'll tell you what, every day, by the way, if you want to have a good day today, I recommend you try to be silly, you try to be funny, you try to be goofy. All right? Try to do all three of those things today. All right? Make the world a better place by being silly, funny, and goofy. Anyways, gee whiz heck. And then the orange freaking moron. Holy crap. I don't know if you saw the National Association of Black Journalists panel and just fell on his face. It was, he's so stupid, by the way. If you don't know this, let me explain a couple things. Trump is so stupid, so incredibly stupid. He doesn't understand words, right? In that interview with the National Association of Black Journalists, she mentioned DEI. You think Kamala's a DEI hire? He's like, well, first of all, define DEI. Do you even know what it means? And the woman's like, yeah. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. That's exactly what the word means. That is its definition, right? It's so transparent. You would have to be pretty stupid to have to ask somebody to define DEI. I mean, that is just the dumbest. And then after she told him that, he still didn't get it, that was what the definition was. That guy's IQ is so low. It's unbelievable. Oh, my God. But here's the thing. So if you don't understand how stupid Davis Jefferson Trader is, oh, my God. So he also doesn't understand what the word asylum means. You watch these interviews, he goes right from immigration to Hannibal Lecter because he doesn't understand what the word asylum means. He thinks asylum means insane asylum, right? So when he talks about immigrants, he has to hear this word, people seeking asylum. He thinks all these people are coming out of insane asylums and they're seeking an asylum here. And so that's why he brings up Hannibal Lecter right after he talks about immigration. Every time it's right after. He'll say, oh, these immigrants, and then he'll go Hannibal Lecter, you know. And then he'll say, they're coming from insane asylums, and he just doesn't understand what the word asylum means. That's how stupid he is, and that's why he's been talking about Hannibal Lecter, because he comes from an insane asylum. And he's that stupid. It's rich. It's fun. It's hysterical. And I truly feel sorry for anybody considering voting for Trump. Oh, my God. I really do. Like, at this point, you got to be so stupid and so interested in destroying your country. I just can't imagine being that much of a shitty American to want to vote for Trump. But yet there's like 40% of the country, or 40% of the voters or whatever. I don't know. They're polling. I just thought, who are these people? I never meet them. Everywhere I go everywhere. I never see these people or meet them. And I don't see people with Trump hats anymore. But we'll see. It'll be interesting. And the whole party is just going to go down in flames with all the lies. Since the Republican Party has nothing going for it, everything about it is corrupt, unjust. Everything they do is hurtful, harmful, causes pain, destroys our country. Now, that's all they have. And now they're falling back on what they have, and they have nothing but insults, right? Telling Kamala she ain't black enough. Oh, my God. It's so sad. And he's just running out of gas. It's all coming down at the same time. He's going to lose, and then all his court cases are going to happen. And, yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, the shit that comes out of that dumb shit's mouth every single day. It's unbelievable. Yeah. Yeah. So you just listen for that Hannibal Lecter shit. You watch that. He is a dumb shit who doesn't understand the use of the word asylum. And so that's what that is. It's truly amazing. Took a little while to figure out. Actually, there's a girl on YouTube who made a video explaining that, and it's like, holy shit, she's right. You know? It actually isn't, it's not my original thought, but it's so right. All you got to do is just look at it objectively. Anyway. Oh, exhausting, isn't it? All that stupid political stuff. Of course, it would make sense, right? If Republicans weren't stupid, right? And all these people who used to be, I used to be a Republican, or, or a conservative, as if there's any values there. There are no, people, I want to get back to Republican values. There never were any in the first place. They've always been the party that wanted to flood the streets with guns, right? You're fucking killing everybody with that shit, you stupid fucking Republicans. And then, right? And then what? Yeah, let's take away women's rights, right? What kills women, right? Is that the Christian thing to do? Fucking dumb shits who think they're fucking doing what God wants and they're murdering fucking women. That's what taking away women's reproductive health care does, right? If your IQ is above 80, you get that, right? But these dumb shits, pro-life is a joke. It's pro-death. All these people that think that they're moral are a joke. Oh, God. And then there's the environment, right? When fucking Al Gore had the election stolen from him by this corrupt Supreme Court that we still have now. Justice Thomas, corrupt. Alito, corrupt, right? These are the guys who stole the election for Bush. If Bush wasn't stupid, if Republicans were smart, in the year 2000, after they stole the election, they would have said, oh, you know what? Yeah, we stole the election. We're in charge. But Al Gore, you were right. You're pretty smart. That's some stuff we should be thinking about, these melting polar ice caps. Yeah. But you know what we just did? In the last 24 years, we've put more shit into the atmosphere than we did in all of history before that, right? At a point in time when we clearly knew what not to do, we just charged on forward. Stupid Republicans, literally killing your great-grandchildren, grandchildren with the environment, all so that you can have political power and make a little bit of money in the oil industry in the short run, right before everyone suffers. I mean, Republicans are the worst, and the Republican Supreme Court guys, they're so obviously corrupt and crappy and religiously twisted. I mean, they're literally like, religion just is the herpes of our fucking country. And they think it makes government better, and they want to take their fucking religion into government. Have you seen what happened in Saudi Arabia? Yeah, we don't need a Muslim running our country, a Christian fucker running our country, or a Jew. We need humans, intelligent humans. We don't need religion first. Your religion is fine, but don't bring that into your political fucking discussion because it's irrelevant. Holy shit. As if any of that... Anyway, frustrates the hell out of me watching these people that think they're better than other people who are really the shittiest people in our fucking country. Fucking religious zealots. It's just, it's disgusting. Anyway, I recommend you love your God and pray and be to others, but I recommend you keep your 10% of your income. You invest it in the stock market, you get great dividend returns, then you put your kids through college, right? How about the one thing in your town, the nicest thing in some small towns where everyone's poor is the church, right? Be nice to see small towns that invested money in themselves. Anyway, it's crazy. Anyway, thanks for watching my channel. Going a little off on deep end, but man, I mean, all these fucking assholes, these fucking Republican piece of shit assholes. Project 2025, a Nazi manifesto of psycho fucking wannabe religious people. God, they're the shittiest people. They have no fucking morals, and then they're the ones claiming to have morals. Yeah, abortion, healthcare, right? Fucking Heritage Foundation, Nazis. How do we allow the Heritage Foundation to exist? How do we allow Nazis to Like, can we just outlaw traitors in our country? My God, it's amazing. This poor guy. You still here? I thought you. Oh, you can't get out of the lot. Damn. And you just got off work and now.
No, I just dropped my sister off. We dropped off a return
Car.
and didn't see the sign saying, you couldn't come in. The small sign about like this.
Oh no.
And
So you came in with a different car.
Some people just rented a car, came in to get their car. I don't see them anymore. A couple with all their suitcases. I'm trying to see where they at.
So you're stuck in the lot. Is that the Camry right there? Is that your car?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Camry.
Yeah.
It's a nice car. I love Camrys. I got one.
Yeah, my son just bought it, and they got hit a week later.
Oh, that's too bad. Still a great car.
Yeah, all good gas.
You know, it's going to last forever.
Yeah. And I'm ready to go back home. I live in Banning.
And where?
Banning,
Where's Banning?
down in Southern California.
Oh, no shit. You got to drive all the way there.
Yeah, I just came to bury my brother.
Oh.
I came to bury my brother. I buried my brother yesterday.
You smoke weed?
Yeah, I do, but not now.
Okay. Well, if you want to,
I really appreciate it.
I'm right here, bro. If you change your mind. I got a doobie rolled.
Yeah, it's all good. I don't.
Your brother just died.
Yeah, I just want to get home, and I got a Airbnb place in Fremont. All my shit's on the counter.
In Fremont?
I got to 11 o'clock to get that.
Oh, in the morning or?
Yeah, in the morning at 11 o'clock to get my stuff out of that place.
Oh. And you're here all night.
I'm here till.
Oh, 6 a.m.
Supervisor supposed to be here at 4.
Oh, 4. Oh, that's nice.
No, that's the baby's bus.
So what, 2 hours?
It's just on there.
Shoots,
Get
yeah.
out the lot.
1 hour, 45 minutes. It's going to be a long hour, 45 minutes.
And relax.
Right on.
They got the 4 trucks.
And you can't get out because you got to be let out, right? Yeah.
They got the truck blocking out.
It's just parked right in the middle of it.
Because I put me some rubber pads. And I open the bag up over, drive over, turn around, and drive over. And then the mail gate came up, and now it haven't reset. Well, check this out. A whole lot of car companies gonna be mad because nobody can get in or out.
Yeah.
So, whoever here, Hearst, National, Alamo, Enterprise, and they lied to everybody. And they can't do it. It's stupid.
Yeah. Shit. I thought you worked here. I thought you were pissed because you wanted to leave and.
That's it. I don't want to leave.
But you do want to leave, but you're not like just getting off work. You drove your own car in here. And
yeah, I just picked my sister up after we dropped off the red.
Yeah.
And then you red car late night.
Yeah.
Late night.
Shoots, brother.
All you want to do is leave.
Well, at least someone's coming at 4. I gotta wait till 6 for these guys to show up so I can rent a car.
That's who car I just returned. But they told, just like they told the people there, they can get out.
You might want to check that out. Maybe there's a way in there.
Somebody.
Hey, best of luck to you, my friend. I'll talk to you later. If you're still around, I'll talk to you later, brother. All right. So, yeah, here we are live at the airport in the middle of the night. So much goes on, in the world and in life. Oh, so I keep hearing that maybe there's been a settlement for the victims or survivors of the fire. Better to use the word survivor than victim. And so I'm so curious to see how that's going to shake out. That was word on the street, and the word on the street was that now they got to fight because the insurance companies want to take half of the amount that was settled upon. And in the news, I heard there was a settlement with Hawaii Electric, and I wonder if that is a settlement for all the parties involved, or if it's just them, and if there's other parties that are going to also have to pay because they're found liable. The Bishop Estate and the state of Hawaii were the ones guilty of just having all this land, which was just a tinderbox, and that was the that was the fuel of the fire, and then the ignition was Hiko. So anyway, interesting. Of course, I've got my fingers crossed. I don't know if, if I'm going to get anything, if it's going to be $2,000 or 20 grand or 200 grand or, well, I just don't. I don't know if I'll, what. But it would be cool, like I said before, and it would be so cool if everybody in town got a nice boost, and then they, because what you would definitely see is, aside from the people who either use the money to leave or do damage to themselves, most of those people have already hurt themselves as much as they're going to hurt themselves. And I think there would just be a lot of people reinvesting themselves, their lives, into businesses, into homes in Lahaina town. I think it would be really great for all the locals to be able to use that money to keep their roots there, so yeah, I mean, that would be really cool. Anyway, but I've decided not to necessarily work much I'm going to go to school full time. Maybe I can get some financial aid. I'm going to try to live on almost nothing. I might even take the bus just to save money on gas. And maybe start trying to get a casual job at a hotel, get my car's Uber and Lyft ready so I can do that for money on the side, and start there. But really focus on trying to, and then I need to branch out. And hopefully all these classes on this subject will inspire me to branch out and whatever, because I'm not on Instagram. I never spend time on Facebook. I'm not on any of those other platforms. So I hate Twitter. I mean, sorry for using that word, hate, but it's always seemed like a place where people just want to hear themselves talk, but they or watch themselves speak, which is the same. Some people just want to hear themselves talk. You could say that about me, maybe. That would probably be a good criticism. But no, but like, who needs to hear what everybody's thinking all the time at that moment? Like, Twitter is just the dumbest shit in the world to me. But I need to get on there anyway and engage and figure out how to monetize as many of these things as possible, since I've never figured that out, especially YouTube. But yeah, I need to become more of a photographer. If I'm going to be in these beautiful places, I should be taking pictures. So hopefully I'll take some pictures on this trip. I was thinking for my intro to digital photography, I should take a bunch of pictures, as many pictures as I can on the trip, so that I have pictures to work with for my digital photography class. And maybe that would be helpful. But also it should inspire me. There's going to be like assignments, which are going to involve me having to go out in Maui and try to make some beautiful pictures of whatever it is I'm assigned to do. And obviously that's a place that is ripe with beauty everywhere, so I should have a pretty easy time finding some really great pictures, right? Aloha. I just wish someday they'd start opening from 11 to 6. I've spent 4 nights in this place. Anyway, all right, she didn't care. She wouldn't have any of that. Oh. Good idea. Yeah, none of that. That snack food will kill you. All right. Whew. So so I'm trying to get my diet and my health together as best I can, doing all the right things. Of course, I should quit smoking someday. I know. But I did relatively almost quit drinking. I did just have a beer before I got on the plane, just one beer, but that was the first beer I've had in 3 weeks. So basically, I'm not drinking anymore. I have no cravings for it, so that's good. And then I'm in the process of quitting coffee. I've always said that'll be the day that I'm actually taking my health seriously, right? The day I switch to green tea. So I've been just drinking the shit out of green tea recently. And I bought some matcha and I was drinking that. But that's all back in my apartment in Maui. on this trip, I'm just going to allow myself to drink coffee because I'm going to need it as a weapon to stay alert and awake on the road as I drive across country. But when I get back to Maui, I'm going to get right back to not drinking coffee. So that's a step in the right direction. Although coffee, black coffee like I drink it, isn't necessarily bad for you. It's kind of good for you. The thing is, green tea is even better for you. So I got this crazy desire to want to live as long as I can. I know, crazy. And so I'm trying to stack the odds in my favor as best in as many ways as I can. So, which is why I'll be trying to exercise on this trip, going to Planet Fitnesses, which are very diverse, equitable, and inclusive. And I'm going to try to get into different bodies of water and swim. So hopefully I can get in better shape on this trip, even though it's kind of unhealthy to drive 10,000 miles in 20 days. But that's basically what I'm going to be doing. So, here's something funny. My old buddies, close friends, I've recently been joking with them. So often enough and enough times now, I have had, there have been a lot of nice comments, sometimes in person, in writing, a lot of nice comments pertaining to my voice, okay? Which wasn't something I saw coming. A lot of nice flattering comments, right? And it's just kind of funny. So, of course, just imagine, right? My ex-wife, who doesn't like the sound of my voice, the thought of her hearing from my kids or from anybody about how numerous people, mostly women, just love the sound of my voice. So it's funny. So my close buddies, I just joke around all the time, like telling them, "Hey, are you feeling?" I'll be talking to my buddy, I'll be like, "Hey, are you feeling hypnotized by my voice?" or whatever. Anyway, it's just kind of fun, like with Yervon or John or anything. Just another hour and a half. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you got 7 hours till you got to get it out of that place. Nice thing is, the bathroom here is basically a private bathroom. It's all mine. Well, there's just one other guy here. His car is stuck in here. Anyway, let's go outside. It's a nice temperature outside. It is not cold. It is pleasant here in Oakland and quiet. The Hagenberger exit and road is right down here. And like last week, 2 weeks ago, on the news, I saw it in Maui. But this gas station, which is the closest one, it's like the last one you might fill up at before you bring your car back in. The Hagenberger gas station right here, it got looted by like 20 people, presumably stupid kids. All at once, they ran in there and just stole everything they could, which is kind of funny in a way, only because, it's right down the street. Man, it sure is peaceful. So, yeah, what else? So I hope to get to the Frank Lloyd Wright building and do a video there. And, yeah, I hope to take a swim in Donner Lake or Lake Tahoe, maybe today. And what else? But we'll see. It'll be interesting. And then I should be just getting super tired and falling apart and needing to sleep on the extraterrestrial highway. So that's going to be interesting. And then from there, from desolate Vegas or Nevada, maybe go to Vegas. Maybe I'll be sitting there with the sphere behind me in a day or two. Or maybe I'll just say, screw it, based on the time of day, and I'll just start heading east. Because I do need to make progress right away. Like, I'm not going to stop. I was thinking about stopping here in Marin, Sonoma County, But forget it. I just want to start making hours towards the East Coast right away. So that's what I'm about to do. And I don't know if my strategy, as you know already. I'm gonna rent a compact car that gets 40 miles per gallon. It's gonna be basically invisible because it's not gonna be a car that attracts any attention. So, and it should cost about $90 per 1,000 miles. So if I do 8,000 miles, then that's 8 times. That'll be $700 for gas. That's kind of a lot, but I'm gonna try not to eat. So I'm gonna save money by not eating, hopefully. And then when I do eat, I'm gonna try to be really smart about it, and you know, try to get there. And Austin, I really want to drive all the way down to Austin just to see it and try to get on stage there. And when in the summer of '89, when I rode a bicycle from El Paso to Vidor, one end of Texas to the other, everyone I met in Texas, in all the other places, they all said, everybody said, "Oh, you got to go to Austin. That's the best part of our state. That's the best everything in our state. You got to go to Austin." Everybody. Coolest place in Texas, according to the Texans, is Austin. And at least that's what they were telling me in the summer of 1989. And I'm pretty sure it still holds true. So that'll be interesting. But I just want to get into Texas and out of Texas. And then out of the South. I can't wait to start going north and get up into all those awesome states, especially the ones that have where women aren't second-class citizens. That's where I want to spend my money. I'm going to discriminate against the states that have made women second-class citizens. And the way I'm going to discriminate against those states is by doing everything I can to spend no money in those states, right? And the states that care about women, children, the environment, those states will get whatever money I'm going to spend, if I can do it that way. So that's the basic goal. And man, it's amazing how fun it is when you can travel from one weed legal state to the next, right? You can go on vacation in America and just go into a store and buy marijuana anywhere, which really enhances the quality of any vacation. The ability to really relax and get a little silly and smile a little extra. That's not bad on vacation. So, and even most people wouldn't consider what I'm about to do a vacation. For me, it is. I love the adventure, and I have such a stagnant life in Maui after the fire. In my place, there's really no place to go on the west side. I mean, other than for a hike or a swim. And myself and everyone else is so shell-shocked. I think in many cases people like staying in their safe apartment. But yeah, so it's nice to get out, and I think it's really therapeutic. I think it's helping me get over the fire and all that, because I'm not there all the time and dwelling on it and any of that. It's I think it's good for me to get away and do these adventures. But it's kind of crazy because now this is going to be the third time I've driven across the United States and back. So it'll be 6 times I've been across country in a car, and 3 on a bicycle. A total of 9 after this trip. And then in addition to driving 2/3 of the way across the United States and back, probably 5 times to Chicago, and then just recently to Michigan, right? So, yeah, and this trip is all paid for by you guys, you ladies, in particular, one wonderful person, and thank you. There's no words, but I can't wait to cook for you. It's funny, in Hawaii, I've always thought, oh man, it would be so cool if people, when they came to Maui, right, they would hire me to cook for them, right? And I could entertain them, make them laugh while I cook for them, and then I could cook an extra amount So there'd be just tons of leftovers. I could roll burritos for them, right? And while they paid me maybe a good wage to do that for them, maybe even if they paid me well, I could save them money because they would be able to, of course, that dinner would be a dinner they wouldn't be in a restaurant spending hundreds of dollars, but then all the leftovers and the food, I could set people up for like their vacation week with a bunch of, ready to eat food. And that would be a fun way to make a living, right? So anyway, this one amazing person, beautiful woman, has been supporting my GoFundMe so much. It's unbelievable. And I can't wait. She's gonna come. I'm gonna let her come. She's gonna come stay with me. I'm gonna cook for her, and she, I could just easily look at it like, I've already been paid for this, and I just can't wait to do it. But that would be a fun way to make a living, in Maui. Just come over to somebody's house, have fun with them, cook for them, tell jokes. Watch them enjoy eating the food I cook, which is always fun, and then roll a bunch of killer burritos for them for their trip, whatever kind they want. And that would be a fun way to make a living. Anyway, private chef guy. So anyway, really looking forward to cooking for somebody else. I don't know. That's some good weed. Oh, it's amazing how they got all these new products that have so much THC in them. It's like, a soda pop with 100 milligrams in it. It's interesting. It's fun and funny, and none of that fun is going on in any of these red states. Be interesting to see how many states turn Kamala, right? Here's an interesting statistic for you. 81 million Americans, myself included, voted for Joe Biden. First time I voted since I voted once when my kids were little, and then once in high school, I think, but right after. But basically, I haven't been a responsible voter. I admit it now. However, that orange traitor, when he got elected, of course, I felt bad that I didn't vote for Hillary. But, Hawaii always goes blue, and they get the 4 delegates anyway, or whatever, for the 4, votes towards the electoral process. But anyway, so I am representative of all the people that rose up for democracy and voted for Joe Biden, brand new voters, right? And now we're committed to the cause. But there were 81 million votes for Joe Biden, and there were 81 million registered voters that didn't vote in the last election, right? And I think probably in the last election and the one before that, many of those were probably Democrats that just weren't impressed enough with Joe Biden, somebody who's fighting. And by the way, I'm about to drive on these beautiful roads. Thank you, Joe Biden, for the beautiful roads I'm about to drive on and the great job you did. I love that Joe Biden literally is going to be remembered as one of the greatest presidents in American history. And Trump just tries to will it in another way. Trump was voted literally the worst president in American history, obviously. 34-time convicted felon. And all the achievements. Joe Biden has added so many jobs. He's done everything he can for so many people. Very compassionate and just a great president. Just because he didn't act tough, do it from some kind of theatrical, I'm a tough guy attitude and whatever. Like, it's just so silly. But yeah, he might not be able to beat me in an arm wrestling match, but he's still like one of the strongest presidents in American history. So it is what it is. But I suspect Kamala's going to bring people off the fence. Of course, the threat of the orange traitor being elected and all of his goons, these sick Nazi, fake Christian treason traitors that want to destroy our country from the inside out. Like, we're just one election away from losing our country completely to this traitor. And for some reason, there's dumb pieces of shit that vote for him. Why would anyone vote to destroy their country? It makes no sense. But I don't know any of these people. I don't have one friend. Oh, by the way, it's true, you know, if you love women and you'd like to increase your odds trying to find one, you really don't want to be a fake Christian, conservative traitor, Nazi, right? Because if you're one of those dumb shits, that's 60%, by the way. 60% of men voted for Trump in the last election, right? Guys that can't get laid. Because they're shopping among 40% of the population, right? I am 40% of the population shopping among 60%, right? There's way more women who vote for women's rights than vote against them. If you're a good man and you're voting for women's rights, right? You're a patriot, you're a hero, you're voting to protect women, not murder them with stupid, evil Republican laws that kill women, right? You are shopping amongst the majority, a big majority of women who have earning income potential, can read books, right? Democratic women can read books. Their IQ is 30 points higher on average than a Republican woman's. So just think about that, fellas. Beautiful women, smart women, four guys for every 6 women, right? So if you're a smart guy and you want to have a good love life and you don't have one now, I recommend you go to some Kamala Harris rallies. God, it's like, what are the most target-rich environments to meet a woman at? Let's see, like a Beyonce concert, a Kamala Harris rally. So I would love to find a rally as I'm driving across the United States. I wish you could just Google it and find the schedule of rallies. I've tried, and I don't get very lucky. Unless I'll be all over the country, so I could be just within striking distance. I'll be trying to pay attention to the news. And of course, I'd rather go to a Kamala Harris rally than a Donald Trump one, but I would go to a Trump one just to see the humans that resemble animals in a zoo. What do you get when you line up 15 Trump supporters smiling? Oh, a full set of teeth. I don't mean to disparage you if you don't have all your teeth. Anyway, the joke was told to me in West Virginia about West Virginians. But no, not that. That one was told to me in Indiana about people from Kentucky. That was originally a Kentucky joke. What do you get when you line up 15 Kentucky women smiling? A full set of teeth. And that was an Indiana joke. Because in the United States of America, we got state-to-state jokes. We got usually incest jokes. And usually states like Kentucky or Tennessee or Indiana or West Virginia or Mississippi or Alabama are on the end of that, right? Well, yeah, if you've never seen the soft white underbelly of the family from West Virginia who were in a family of children who were from a brother and sister inbred family, or maybe, I don't know, maybe a parent, I don't know, but that was an eye-opener. I know a lot of us have seen that. So I had this map. I wanted to lay it out and show you where I'm going on it, you know. I'm not fancy enough to know how to put a graphic up on a video yet. It's one of the things I'm hoping to learn. But maybe I'll buy a map and scribble all over it, draw on it with a Sharpie, and kind of do my route and show that to you moving forward. Anyway, I'm here all night in this airport, and thank you for keeping me company. I appreciate you all. I'm looking forward to this trip. I still have some energy right now. Eventually, I'm going to be pretty worn down, and when I get really worn down, it's hard to even get the gumption up to like make videos. But I'm going to do my best and try to just do my best. And I need to go through my phone. I made some videos that I haven't posted, so I need to kind of clear out some stuff, create space, memory, and so I might just be posting videos I made previously, and it might seem out of context, but you know, if it seems like they have some value, I might. Well, yeah, what a good day to be alive. I'll tell you what. Shoots. Oh, I'm excited. Can't wait to drive across the United States. The process is going to be tiring, and but I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. I love this country. I'm so lucky to live in this country where there are 50 states, you know, all different, so much to see, so many beautiful corners to it. Imagine if you lived in a tiny little country and you couldn't go over the border to the next country and you don't have a visa. Like, I don't have a visa, right? Like if you lived in Bangladesh or even like South Korea, or, I mean, there are small countries that, you know, what if you could never go anywhere outside the country and it wasn't that big? Like, the United States is so big, it's like 10 different countries. And you know, it's nice. The same road system, same money, from Hawaii to Alaska to Maine. That it's just awesome. So I do love our country, and we'll be learning about it from the rest stop. So I'll try to do a little rest stop history lessons. I was thinking, oh, that would be an interesting like book, right? Coffee table book. American history as told by the rest stops, because the rest stops always have some kind of local, like, you know, historical stuff that you'll never find in any textbook, right? Something about some family that first settled the area, or God knows what, you know. Oh, look at these people showing up. I wonder what they're... See, I think some people can... Oh, no, I hear it's blocked. But, like, if you're in the Emerald Club, I think you could just come get a car even when they're closed or whatever. But, yeah, looks like I might have a family here to share this place with for the next 2 hours. What time is it? It's 2:45. So... Oh, no, maybe they're trying to go to the airport. Oh, no, they're flying out. Yeah, 2:45. So I just got 3 more hours. Till 6 a.m. Then I can get a car. And on the freeway, getting out of the East Bay, heading towards Sacramento, Reno, and beyond. So, what else? Is there anything? I'm always buzzing with all these things I should talk about, and then I don't have it all written down. It is not right there on the desktop. Whew. So, what else should I share? Like, I've told you about where I'm going, my strategy, my goals, my objectives, what's going on in life. Should be cool seeing my kid. Can't wait to see her. And my daughter is so amazing. She's just not a quitter, no matter what challenges she faces. We had a really tough driver's ed guy at our DMV. She took that test 7 times, and it wasn't until the 8th time that she passed. So that is determination. That is the kind of thing that helps you survive this world, the willingness never to quit. And so my daughter, she's been listening to me for the first time in my life, and taking some advice. And it's one of the oldest philosophies in the world. Tells us that all of our suffering comes from our attachments to our desires, right? And so if you can free yourself from your attachments to your desires, you're free, and all your suffering is gone. Anyway, and that's the philosophy, which is, it's more of a philosophical construct than it is a religion. But that's the philosophy of Buddhism, right? And when you're right, there may not be a tomorrow, so why waste your time on it in your mind? And the past is gone forever, so don't waste your mind dwelling on the past, right? What you do have, what you will always have, the only thing you have is this, right now, the here and now. Right? And so in this philosophical construct, the idea is to be here now, right? Be fully absorbed in the moment, paying attention to what's around you, right? You're not confused with the past, the future. You're not thinking, I wish I was taller, skinnier, fatter, younger, whatever it is, prettier, more handsome. Whatever attachments you have to whatever desires, that's, if you can free yourself from that, boom, you're free, right? And so I've been talking to my daughter about this, among other things, to try to give her tools to work with, because like so many people, my daughter tortures herself. She gives herself things to worry about and things to stress herself about are only real to her. And so many people create their own stress, and so she went to a Buddhist temple and talked to a Buddhist priest, and he taught her how to meditate, which is hella cool. Oh my God, right? Like, meditation has been so helpful to so many people in so many ways for thousands of years. So it's pretty cool because she's working at it, right? She's working at, finding happiness in this world, right? And happiness is never just given to you. You got to work at it. You got to find it. You got to cultivate it, And so I'm just so proud of my little girl who's all grown up now, and hoping that we can both live really long lives together and enjoy a lot of quality time together. I'd love to live with my kids, have a house wherever they're at, or they wherever I'm at, and that would be nice. I would not be opposed to being closer to my family. That's cool. But I've been giving one inspirational speech after another. I'm pretty sure I could give inspirational speeches. I just have to look at the room of people as people that were like, sad or whatever, and because I got a lot of things to say to people who are sad, because that's no way to be. Life's too short. Anyway, but yeah. If you wanna. So I've been watching all things, right? I've recently watched X-Files with my son because I never watched it in the '90s, so that was cool. The black mailbox is in the X-Files, right? On the extraterrestrial highway where I'm headed, and there's another TV show called Project Blue Book, which was the name of the program that our government had that tried to cover up all the UFO sightings. And that's an interesting show. So I've been just watching all these shows where there's just aliens in every episode and all their lights and orbs, and it's fascinating. And so I would not be... I'd be pretty fired up, maybe a little terrified, if I was out there in the middle of the desert all by myself, and and I started seeing some lights that, you know, the kind of lights that you would think would be aliens, or really what is potentially very likely, as if you watched Alien Interview #1, Project Blue Book in 1964. What was I gonna say? Something about what that guy said. Anyway, he explains that the aliens who are visiting are really just of us, right? And there's no record of what happened here in this civilization. It all gets blown to pieces by nuclear bombs. So, and he warns us that in a half a century, which is when Donald Trump came on the scene, there would be threats to all civilization on Earth, which is so freaking freaky. And then, but yeah, so apparently all this incredible technology is us in the future coming back through time, it's so crazy if you watch this interview how intelligent the alien seems comparatively to the moron who's interviewing him, right? The government idiot. And yeah, I watched it years ago, and man, I just watched it again. And in it, I didn't realize he talked about AI, and he called it super artificial intelligence. The two different ways we might blow ourselves up is with artificial intelligence and religious assholes running countries. And he explains that in the future, religion doesn't really make sense anymore because it just doesn't, right? And wouldn't it be cool if there was a religion, right, where the things that they told you and the things that were written, the religious texts and all of it, no matter which religion you want to bring up, what if any of it made sense, right? It was like, oh, that's logical. Yeah, that's rational. It's logical. Yeah, that religion makes sense, right? What if there was one of those that had anything that resembled common sense, right? If there was common sense in any religion, I would be so motivated. But yeah, there aren't any. I wish I'd seen one religion that was worthwhile in my 55 years on this planet, but I have yet to see any evidence of that. And the Republican Party has just killed religion. Like, why would anyone trust, Christianity anymore in America now that Republicans have turned it inside out and made it, akin to, they're devil worshippers that are pretending to be Christians at this point. And Trump is devil, and they're worshiping him, and they're calling them Christians, and it's unfucking believable. That's America right now. So anyway, shoots. I feel like I'm wasting your time if I keep just talking on and on. So there's the wildfires. It'll be interesting to see if I see any smoke. It's kind of one of the reasons I'm motivated to get up over the Sierras and then in the south, because I'm imagining everything north of there, and maybe in that zone there's some smoke already. So that will be affecting where I go. I guess there was a hurricane in Florida, and there's heat everywhere. Luckily, a brand new car, by the way, when you travel, it's always got fresh air conditioning. So I'll have that to keep me alive in the hot places. Shoots. What else? We're trying to avoid toll roads because toll roads are the antithesis of freedom. Kamala Harris, if you want to have a really cool talking point, talk about how you're alarmed by the prevalence and the growing number of toll roads and how you want to make America freer. You want this to be a free country, right? A free country would have roads you didn't have to pay to go down, right? A road that's only there for the people who can afford to drive down it. It just seems like it's wrong. And I tell you what, 100 out of 100 Americans agree toll roads suck, right? 100%. You want to hit something 100%? Everybody want to hear what you have to say? Yeah, Kamala Harris. promised to start fighting against toll roads. And by the way, that is part of the Republican manifesto, the Nazi manifesto, Project 2025. These fake Christians, they want to privatize roads, and they want to make toll roads all over the country, make it profit for the rich. It's gross, right? Shitty Republicans. What we could do if we really wanted to leave the toll roads there is just give a free fast pass to everyone that makes less than $100,000 a year. Okay? Only people paying tolls are people making over 100 grand a year. Okay. Sounds good. Then the poor people can still drive around all they want for free. That's how it should be. Make it 200 grand a year. I don't care. But don't make poor people pay tolls just to drive down the road. It's a goddamn insult. And it's worst in the Republican states. Freaking Ohio, Indiana, Oklahoma, Iowa. They suck. Oh, God. As if, like, you should feel privileged to be driving on their roads. But, yeah, that's when I learned, you know, from experience, getting nailed with toll roads in Oklahoma, that there's some places I'm not going to spend my money, like Oklahoma. I'm going to avoid it, up and down, right? Same with Wyoming. I don't care about women. I'm going to avoid Wyoming. I'm going to make sure I go through Colorado and spend money in Colorado, and spend money in New Mexico, spend money in Arizona, spend money in Nevada, California, Maine, right? Massachusetts, Connecticut, all legal states, Illinois, right? Anyway, that's how I punish the Republican traitors who taking women's rights away. So gross. Taking away books. How about that? Taking away books. I mean, it's just crazy. Anyway, it's crazy. It makes no sense. I love it. Didn't some place make it a law? They made it illegal to ban books I think in Illinois. Oh, who will Kamala's choice be? Maybe she just made it. I don't know. I think she's probably going to go with the safe choice. Pritzker's from a billionaire family, so he's a good choice for that, and Chicago and Illinois. And then the guy from Minnesota is, well, more charismatic than you would imagine when you see his face. And Bashir in Kentucky. Kentucky, right? Or is it Tennessee? Kentucky. But a Democrat. But I think it's going to be a straight white man. And of course, if she picks Shapiro, that'll be interesting because that'll trigger the racist fucking shit who are going to hate on Shapiro because he's Jewish, right? There'll be three things they can hate: the black, the Indian, and the the religious people who are the religious people that are focused on their hate. They'll be noticing that they got the lady who's black and Indian, and then if she goes with Shapiro, the Jewish guy, right? The racist traitors will go after that for sure. It'll trigger all those disgusting Nazis, which should be illegal. Fuck free speech when it comes to Nazis. It's the one exception we should make, just like Europe. But yeah, so who's she gonna pick? She picks a woman, and that's gonna scare off some people, right? They're afraid of. And then Buttigieg happens to be gay. He would be great, but I think will be interesting. It'll be provocative. Shapiro is a great choice. When he speaks, he freaking lights the place up. When freaking Buttigieg speaks, he just crushes it. So those guys are both good. But anyway, it'd be interesting if she steers clear of the woman, the person who happens to be gay, the person who happens to be Jewish, and she goes with the straight white guy from Minnesota or Illinois or North Virginia or North Carolina, or what is it? Virginia? I don't know. The guy. What's that guy? Is it North Carolina, I think. And then who's the other guy? But anyway, we'll see. It'll be interesting. Because, you know, political analysts and all that, all, all the political, like, pundits, people on the news, many of which, you know, are black ladies, they're all saying, she should pick the white guy. Which is so funny, because we want her to win, so she should pick the straight white guy. Or, you know, they're not saying it like that, but they're saying the white guy for sure, and it is just funny. But yeah, it's interesting anyway. All right, well, shoots, thanks for helping me stay awake for an hour here at the car rental place. Be picking a car up here now. Gas prices here in Hawaii are about the same. If you're wanting to have a great life, just eat right and everybody pop a pill. They can all kill you. There's no recreational drugs in the form of a pill or powder. It's a Russian roulette drug. Don't pop pills. Don't snort nothing ever. There's no point in it. It can kill you. Right? That's not fun. Right? Don't hang with the wrong people, like violent people. If you know a violent person, stop hanging out with them. Right? Avoid the wrong relationships. Right? How many people you've seen on the news that themselves or their families because they're in the wrong relationship and it drove them crazy, right? Avoid that shit. Don't get drunk or drive drunk, right? Probably need to protect your skin from the sun. But shoots, if you just, you know, avoid the trouble, you'll probably have a great life. If you can find a good attitude too, that's the key to most things. It's the only thing you have any control over, right? It's your attitude. So have a good one. Create a good attitude. Smile at the world will smile back. I'm telling you, it's true. I see it all the time. That's why I get so darn lucky all the time. Pretty sure. I'm not sure why I get lucky, but I do. And I think it might have something to do with having a positive impression of the future, right? I just believe, I have faith that tomorrow's going to be a great day. The next day is going to be a great day. It's going to be a great life. That people are well intended. That, you know, that life is good. Anyway, it's a great day to be alive, right? That's where we started this. So let's get back to it. I want you all to have a great day today. Thanks for watching my videos. Do no harm, do no crime. Thanks for watching. All good things in all good time. Aloha. Okay, where is the kite? There's that, and then boom. All right, and